We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder.
Good morning, Tuvalu. Shoot. Who is that? Oh, that's the stream. That's because I went live, and so, sorry. Okay, my YouTube is broken. I can't actually see chat in the stream. So I had another monitor open with the actual stream so I can see the chat. But because I started the stream, that monitor started automatically, but with the delay, right? And because it started, it's playing an ad. I didn't actually think I had ads enabled for my streams. They're enabled, but I have to hit a button. Hang on. Let me... Oh, and I just middle-clicked the insert ad button. You might be getting another ad. Well, I think it's fine. It probably just starts you with an ad. But we're going to pretend that didn't happen, because I haven't hit start recorded yet. This is a real scuffed stream. All right, no, be quiet. Be quiet. Good morning, Tuvalu, and welcome back to Doctor Who Series 5. Episode 12. Sorry, I had to think, series, season, because series is the British way, so you'd think it would be classics, but it's not, because you'd think it'd be the classic series, because that's one that came out first. My thumbnail has it written out as series on the thing, and that's what I was looking at. The Pandorica opens, and The Beast Below. This was a flawless intro, as we know. The recorded people were supposed to get the fixed intro. Anyway, I really hope I am streaming. Well, I know I'm streaming. No, that recording people have to know why I know I'm streaming. But yeah, Caden, we're about to finish Series 5.
We are, yeah.
I feel like we've gone through this one faster than other seasons. And maybe it's because Doctor Who wasn't on. But I feel like we've had gaps. I don't know. Maybe it's because we're not doing things. Maybe we live boring lives now. That's true. When was the last time I left the house for something that wasn't work? Actually, last week, wasn't it? You were there. Yeah. It was actually last week, and that's why we didn't stream. Next week, we're also not going to stream for the same holiday. Can you believe that?
Yeah. Time. Wibbly.
We should be back. I don't know why I'm starting here. We should be back for the 26th then, 2 weeks from now, for Series 6. Which one's that? Oh, no, that's Christmas Carol. That's a good one. And then we'll skip the next week because you'll be busy and you just didn't prioritize the fans.
Yeah, I hate them.
Wow, dang. Anyway, so it's just really distracting. The chat is broken. I've just got the monkey, he doesn't know how to fix it on stream. If you're on YouTube, you probably know about the monkey when something goes wrong. He's got a hammer. He's got like a like Caden. Look at you know the monkey, right?
I know him. If anyone doesn't though, this sounds really ominous.
You know them. It's like when we were talking about the kid. What's the sucker? Is it Dum Dums? The 1, 2, 3 Tootsie Pop. Yeah, Tootsie Pop. Yeah. That's like when we were talking about the naked kid and. It was weird because you didn't think he was naked. Anyway, man, welcome. Whoops, that's the wrong button. If you don't know what we're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, I can't help you. But if you don't know what we're doing and you've somehow stuck around, we're basically going to be recording an audio commentary track for Pandorica Opens and Big Bangs live. Caden, can you talk a bit just so I can make sure your audio's...
Hello, I'm saying a little thing to make sure my audio's working.
Speaking of, OBS has also changed the layout and of their audios, and I need to fix it. But anyway, yes, for legal reasons, I can't just stream an episode of Doctor Who, so in a bit we'll have a blurred version here in the background. It's just a black screen now because there's no episode. And I've got this time bar, of course, on the screen. No, I was right the first time. We're going to ramble for a bit, but then we're going to do a bit of a countdown, a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And on go, everyone will hit play, and then we should all stay synced up. This is a bit of a problem. Hopefully, actually, this is not a problem after these 2 episodes. Because there are basically 3 versions of every episode for every modern episode for modern Doctor Who. There is the original UK version, what you would have seen on screen in London in like 2010. There's the American broadcast version. We'll call it the American version. There's the one we're watching that is exactly the same as the UK version, but about 4% slower. If you're not watching this live, and that 48-minute time bar isn't quite syncing up, you can just change the playback speeds of the video. Although you might have to check how like credits are working on your streaming, whatever. Usually that's the version that streaming services have as well. Or there's the American version, but before the cold open, there's Amy's speech about like imaginary friends or whatever that nobody likes. So it's possible you have that one. And if you don't know, you might just want to watch the cold open to see if you get that speech or not. Man. Anyway, Caden, how have you been?
Yes.
What's been going on? What's happening?
I've been wonderful. I've been anxiously awaiting these 2 episodes. As far as I remember, gonna get a new Rory. So I've been holding on to that for a couple weeks.
That's all you want. That's all you want.
Yeah.
Once Amy and Rory leave, it's gonna be a while till we get a new Rory with Nardole. You know, it's like it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, but I'll be able to take it.
How many deaths?
I'll have made it through this one.
Is it like 3 or
2,
4
I
now?
think.
2? I think it's more
3?
than 2
That
at
was
this
just 2.
point. He died in Amy's Choice. He died
when the light touched him.
Yeah, he died that one. I feel like there was like he kind of died in a world where everybody died. Oh, they died when he blew up the TARDIS in Amy's Choice as well. Rory dies twice in this episode. I think that's the 3 Rory deaths we've had so far. Not that we're gonna have any more because Rory's dead, but 3. I should keep it. Hang on. Here's an electricity bill. Rory dies. 1, 2, 3. Actually, this isn't even a bill. This is a notice for the bill increasing by like literal pennies. Yeah. Anyway, do you remember anything about the episode? I guess we can start there. As I remember.
Yeah, I remember Rory. This might be the one where Rory has to watch the box for 2,000 years or something.
Mm-hmm. Watch the box, like the telly, you know.
Yeah, he's got to watch all of Doctor Who and stream it.
He's also going on TARDIS Guide.
I don't know if the silencer here. I don't think so. I think that's like way later.
Would you? You know.
I wouldn't.
I know. I'm a big hypocrite. I hate that joke, but I do make it sometimes. You know.
That's actually really all I remember is that like Rory needs to guard the box for eternity because he loves Amy.
No idea how many 3-panel comics there are about people not remembering the silence, and that's a joke. You would have no idea.
There's a museum, I think.
Yeah, I like how you remember a lot about this episode based presumably just off the name and maybe the fact it's the finale.
Well, he's like a Roman guard for some reason. I'm not really entirely sure why that's a thing.
So we got a lot of places to get to. We've got to bring Rory back as a Roman guard.
He's the Roman
so
somehow.
he can watch the box for 2,000
So he can watch
years.
the box.
Watch the telly.
Yeah, because like Amy might be in there, I think.
They don't have tellies in ancient Rome, so he might be waiting a while. Is he like he's trying to catch his program?
I don't really know what the Doctor's doing.
Well, there we go. That's Caden's recollection. We'll get to what it's actually about in a bit. But I was thinking, have we had Who news in a while? We were just talking before going live that we're approaching a year without Doctor Who, which hasn't happened since like Capaldi, when you would have back-to-back Christmas specials. Reality War was May of last year, but it feels like longer. It feels like it's been a while. I don't know. I think, have I talked about the 11th Doctor audios recently? Because those came out, but I don't remember if that was the last 2 weeks or not. I did hear theirs with Eleanor. Big Finish is doing a new 11th Doctor Adventures, not with Matt Smith, with an impressionist who is very good. Took a while to adjust from their last incredible impressionist, but I'm like, that's just Matt Smith is kind of my vibe. Again, I don't like them as much as everyone else seems to. the average score seems to be like they're another 11 in Valerie. They're just a great season. Eleanor's an interesting companion. They're like a CEO background. They're like they're one of a very few number of upper class companions I can think of, but they're not like posh. They just are rich, you know. It's I don't know, but I thought that's worth recommending. If you're here, you might like check those out. And if you haven't listened to 11 and Valerie, my God, go listen to the 11 and Valerie season from Big Finish, because that one is as incredible as its reputation. I can't think of anything else. The next Ninth Doctor comes out on Wednesday, so Caden is, if you've listened to Archipelago now, right? Definitely.
Yeah.
We're gonna finish River's seasons before you get to the story I gave you, because I thought you'd.
I got through the other ones.
Ninth Doctor and River. Yeah, but Archipelago's the best one.
It's true. Yeah, I like the
Archipelago's the one where you can kind of like get how, because you'd be like Nine and River, like no, and that entire box set, with the Nine and River is like the kind of point, and I think you can attest that from Amber, is like, yeah, no, that just doesn't work. River's at that point been with like every other Doctor, but that one just doesn't work. And then Archipelago is one that's like, okay, I can get it, and also I can kind of get how you get from like this asexual Time Lord to just the River thing existing generally. It's very good. I highly recommend Archipelago. I don't remember what the box set is called, but it's the one with the Ninth Doctor and River. It's probably not too hard to find. And the other two are good from that range. I think that's about it, though. We got the 12th Doctors coming out next month from Big Finish. It's not Capaldi, but looking forward to those as well. Now, I think I can probably introduce the episode, and
what really happened?
When the Pandorica opens, you're way off, actually. Like, basically none of that happens. The Pandorica opens, if you remember, was alluded to in the Weeping Angel two-parter. River talks about the Pandorica opens, and the Doctor's like, that's a myth, you know, idiot.
Yeah.
That's what he says. But actually, this episode is, of course, about the opening of the Pandorica, the new premier nightclub that is just so good. It is a legend, right? It's like, it's in downtown London, of course. It's next to that weird Cyberdog place, that name I couldn't remember for a bit. You know, Cyberdog, you know, that's that place. It's by that.
Totally.
It's great. It's so the first part, of course, it's a two-part. The first part, the Pandorica opens, is we arrive, we're getting excited. There's a big line of like Santarans and Ice Warriors and like all the other Doctors and like Five Rivers, you know. Just like everyone's here for this nightclub. They're getting excited. They're in the line. There's the big bouncer who's Beep the Meep. Remember Beep the Meep? That's the bouncer. And it's exciting, you know. Eventually they let people in the nightclub, and they haven't like started yet. It's this big grand opening, you know, so they don't really have the lights yet. It's kind of all lit, so they're gonna get people in and then start it, and it'll be like a big starting event, right? And so it's like 45 minutes of hype of people just being excited for the Pandorica opening. And then, of course, that's it. That's the whole first episode. But the cliffhanger first episder is like, you know, the lights dim for the nightclub. It's like, it gets all in the mood. I've never been to a nightclub. And like the little waiter people come out with their little sausages and cocktails and whatever. This is what I think a nightclub's like. And they get ready. The DJ's up there. The old people from Amy's Choice. That's the DJs.
Yeah.
Amy and the Choices. That's what it's called. And they flip like the speakers on so they can start playing, right? And then big bang. There's this big bang because the speakers blow because the music is just too loud. They blow instantly, right? There's a big bang. That's the cliffhanger. And of course, then we get into the big bang, the titular bang that you just saw, where the Doctor, the 11th one, the other Doctors aren't really caring. The 11th Doctor has to then fix the sound system in the Pandorica so we can have this epic nightclub rave until the next season, until Christmas, sorry, in several months. And so everyone's freaking out, but like after 45 minutes of freaking out, he uses the Sonic and he fixes them, and it's better. And
That would
Rory's
make
there
sense.
too. Yeah.
Sonic
It's so
screwdriver,
good.
yeah.
Rory comes back from non-existence as a Roman to do
Wow,
the
you know, this
Egyptian.
sounds
Yeah,
this
'cause
sounds
did
like a
you know-
real.
I'm pretty sure the Romans conquered Egypt at some point, and that's why he's a Roman to do the Egyptian. Don't Google it though, because I'm
Of
not
course.
the most confident in that. But like, I
It
think
sounds like a
pretty
real
sure.
good happy note to end the season on.
yeah. You know, it's a lot of anticipation and just a lot of panic.
But then
You
a lot
know?
of dance.
Well, not really. It's like that's the
Oh.
end when he fixes it.
Oh.
It's
well,
like
that's a
it's left to
letdown.
the viewer's imagination.
Real
like
Russell
how
T Davies
good-
ending.
Well, you know, you can never. He's not. He didn't even write this. He's not even in the show anymore. He's
an
in
homage.
the nightclub.
Oh,
he
of course.
is. Yeah, he's one of the old people in the band.
Right.
But yeah, no, it you know, like it's so good you could never really actually depict it, so it's best to leave it to the imagination.
Oh, I suppose, yeah. It's like that one scene of the newest Doctor dancing that they had to cut out.
They unfortunately they only cut out the explanation, but you're right.
Same difference.
Have you
isn't it?
misremembered the Devil's Chord? All right. We should probably get started. Actually, I'm going to have to wake up my hard drive, so don't look at this one. Don't react.
I'm not
We're going to
looking.
know if you're looking at this.
I'm
We
not.
got to get to 10
Oh.
seconds.
Why are they crying?
Okay, don't listen to it
I'm
either.
not looking.
Yeah, there we go. You actually
you.
might not have been. No, you stopped. It's still frozen on that frame. Okay. As I said before, wow, it's really frozen on this this painting frame. As I said before, we're going to do a countdown. We're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and on go, everyone's going to hit play. There will also very likely be some form of intermission. Oh, that's turning my gain down. I'm still real quiet. Some form of intermission between parts 1 and 2. And in fact, I get a raise this month, so I might even buy a new microphone. But like, don't get
Whoa.
your hopes up. Don't. Apparently, they don't make the Blue Yeti anymore. I've heard that. Is that true? So I'd have to go looking for one and like.
I'm not sure.
See, that's the problem. I don't want to have to do that. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, no. I had my finger on 1, which is the hotkey to change the stream, and that's not how you start the stream. We're gonna do that again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. I messed up my counting. Okay, it's not just a black screen. We're live. We're not muted, but the show is. It's quiet.
He's sad.
Heck. Hang on. Is my audio
Why is he
right?
so sad?
Yeah, it's right. It's Vincent. That was the point. I do like that. I forgot about that. He's fine. I do like that as they filmed the other episodes of this season, they did get a lot of people to do a little extra bit for this. That is a nice touch. Hang on, I just realized the Doctor's wife isn't in this season, is it? Dang, they're keeping something in storage for a long time, Caden, but don't worry about that. We'll get there. That painting, see behind the guy, it really reminds me of that painting that sparked a whole conspiracy. It's weirdly in focus.
It looks nothing like it.
But it's just weirdly in focus. You know, knowing what the painting is, I think I would understand it. I have this painting on a blanket, and I think, like, my baby could understand it. But then again, Churchill.
I might know the
you know,
painting.
I have it on a lamp, too. You've probably
yeah, I do
seen the
know the painting.
painting. Yeah.
Well, I know it's got I know it's swirly and there's a TARDIS in it, but
this painting was everywhere back in the day on like all the Doctor Who. In fact, my wife might have it on a shirt. Not to herself though. You know, I actually kind of feel bad for any of the doctor's friends who live before the age of the telephone. They just can't contact the doctor.
I feel like he could give him one.
Well, yeah, but that's a big no-no, you know?
No, they don't get telephones.
Well, I can't think of one. I guess Amy and Rory have a telephone. Well, no, they also... Look, I can't think of one. She's a good artist. My kid couldn't draw that good. Royal Catacombs. Sorry, was that what that was?
Collection.
Still, though,
This is a poor way to store paintings.
well, wait till you figure out where it is, because this is some hag of an architecture for where this must be. It is really randomly, like, just paintings everywhere. Maybe it's in style. It's not a good use
Ooh,
of
they've
space.
got electricity.
Well,
Wow,
yeah,
it's
this cathedral is in Starship UK, I assume. Is there a storm? I'm trying to listen to the thunder. Is there a thunderstorm in this scene?
email.
You know,
I feel like
this is almost Chibnall-y in, like, how we're location hopping. Oh, we get the guy whose name I never remember.
was he in this season?
Well, yeah, he's right there.
Well, I
Oh,
guess
no,
so,
this is
but
his first. This is an introduction. Yeah.
I just thought it was
Dorium? I like, it's one of those characters' names I vaguely know, but I rarely have to say it, so I get it wrong a lot. It's like Dorian Moldavar or something. He passed away not too long ago, unfortunately.
Hmm.
Yeah. He's in a surprising amount of EU, though. That's too close.
well, they're micro.
I love that face. That's the face I want to make if I'm ever poisoned. Oh yeah, I forgot about
Well, was he
this.
poisoned?
With micro explosives.
I don't know if that'd be
well, I
considered
get
poison.
Hang on. Poisoning definition. The state of being poisoned, the administration of a poison. A psychological state produced by a poison. I don't know. You might got a point. It's just the
Yeah, it's
YouTube
gonna be
monkey.
something for the doctor.
It's the YouTube monkey.
YouTube monkey.
I kind of like the planet. It's a little on the cheap, but we don't really get planets like that in Doctor Who. Probably because
Yeah.
they end up looking like that. But
This first planet.
I do love this TARDIS, though. The exterior. It's just so vibrant and blue.
The first message ever. Earth, Britain.
Hello, sweetie.
1 a.m.
Did you not see it? It said hello, sweetie, and had some.
Oh, but I thought he
coordinates.
said he followed the coordinates. I thought there was more.
They were on the bottom. Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
bit you
part of the
couldn't
first
read.
message. Oh, soldiers. Roman variety.
I'm trying to figure out at what grade I would not mark down the title Invasion of the Hot Italians. I'd have to be high school, I feel, because the parents would probably complain otherwise. Also, right? River just has terrible aim with her kisses. Everyone always have lipstick stains, like, on their cheek.
Oh, he looks gumpy.
You're phoning the vortex. It doesn't always work.
Ooh, now I get to see what it is.
put it on all the merchandise. I need a new mouse pad. I need that painting. It's good. I do like it.
It's a snippet of the episode where the TARDIS blew up.
Man, imagine getting 7 minutes into the episode and then realizing that you're in the version with Amy's speech, you know? I hope we rambled for 7 minutes. I think we did.
There's the last episode we watched had a long open too.
I know, you mentioned that. This is probably the longest so far. Oh, Rory's name wasn't in the titles. I was looking for that. Bad news, Caden.
Oh, it's going to take a whole another episode. Or it's a secret. It's a surprise.
Ooh. It is very, like, all over the place physically as an episode.
Yeah. So far.
It is very, like, Chris Chibnall in that regard.
So mysterious.
Okay, wait. I want you to hear this description, right? What do you think is in the Pandorica?
I feel like from
that's
memory,
all I needed to
Amy's
get
in
it.
there or something.
You think Amy's the most feared thing in the universe?
Well, but I thought Rory had to guard the box that Amy was in.
Look, Moffat has a way of writing stories, and even at season 5, as a child, that was all I needed. And it really bothers me that no one else ever makes this connection in the show. By the way, real Stonehenge right here. They got
the girl from Fear Her.
that is pretty scary. But no, the real Stonehenge.
Is it a Dalek? If they put a Dalek in this box,
just go to sleep, Caden. We'll get back to that. You're gonna have a while. But yeah, they got permission for the real Stonehenge for a lot of these scenes, which is nice. Cool. That's how you know how big it is, Doctor Who. Oh man, I just remembered that scene from this episode. Looking forward to it. This episode has got like the quintessential 11th Doctor scene. Spoilers. I know, I need to practice my River voice. It hasn't been as good since puberty.
They're gonna blow up Stonehenge.
The real one, too. It was a big controversy. Thing is, I'm pretty sure there's actually is a secret chamber below Stonehenge. I just can't remember when we discovered it. If it was before or after. Yeah, I think pretty sure there's a secret chamber under Stonehenge that we found with, like, you know, all our magic technology that can look underground, like sonar and stuff. I'm not crazy here. Handles? I didn't know you were in this episode.
Whoa.
Hang on, I'm Googling Stonehenge.
I was Googling that too, and then I looked over and there was a cyber fella.
Secret chamber. I'm pretty sure there's a secret chamber under Stonehenge. Yeah, I'm looking up pictures of it.
Yeah, I saw some.
I think it exists. It's got the Pandorica in it, you know.
I wouldn't say a Cyberman.
Wait, okay, look, let's jump ahead a bit, because you've already said it. How does Rory get the Pandorica out of the secret chamber? I've never thought about that.
Rope.
Yeah, but it's got a tiny door.
His shoulder.
It's got a tiny door. And, like, he doesn't destroy Stonehenge to do it. I might have just stayed there, actually. Plot holes. Plot holes, everyone. I think this was the largest set Doctor Who had built to date, but citation needed.
Really?
It is, I know, a big 360 set. Where do you think the rest of the
Well, it must not be a
Cybermen is?
Cyberman because they're too loosey goosey with all these dead Cybermen parts hanging around.
You're not allowed to have
Well,
a Cyberman without the master anymore. It's illegal. I'm pretty sure, at least. What's the next Cyberman episode? Oh, it's closing time. Never mind.
It was like Goblin.
He's describing what's in it.
Roman Rory.
Rory is pretty scary. He just can't be killed for long.
Except for this box, it looks.
Still don't know what it is? Alright.
Most weird thing, something to do with the Doctor. Doctor silenced Daleks.
Wait, what was that River just said? What was that bit?
I'd hate to be him. I don't know.
I
missed
hate
it.
good wizards and fairy tales that usually turn out to be him. Look, I genuinely don't know if how many people are like surprised by it or not, but I don't know. We can talk more, I guess, when the story's done, because there's a lot about that with this episode. Doesn't look like it. It's a pretty good set. Rory Williams.
I don't really remember the silence in this episode, but I wouldn't. Would I?
know.
I don't know. I don't know what's in there. I only have guesses, but I feel like one of them's
I'll
probably
tell
right.
you that a silence is not in the box. You don't actually
outside the box.
see a silence this season. Well, you know, you never know when it's relevant to the season. I really am curious to see how long it takes until I Am the Doctor just becomes tiring. We're about to get a lot of name drops, by the way. A lot of them for the first time on TV. How many do you know? I know those ones. Croaky voices. Okay, you could just say Dalek. I know them.
I'm familiar with these.
Yep. We're getting a lot of Daleks.
I thought there were only like 4 right now, though.
No, remember the shiny Power Ranger Daleks? We made more.
They made more.
The Empire is back. There's just a big Dalek Empire now.
Well, that's good. The more, the weaker.
Yeah. We know those guys. A lot of new ones. I don't know which ones are specifically the EU, but a lot of classic ones in there too. Draconians, Sycorax we've had. I need them written down though, to be honest. Well, Amy just started a fire. Rip. I do love, I think I've said this before, that the revival just kept the Dalek ships looking like 60s flying saucers, but just a little refined. Even Classic Who doesn't do that in like the 80s, and I love it.
I'd go in the box. Seems safer in there.
Just be in the biggest prison in the universe.
Away from all these
That's
guys.
what we call, Caden, a Pyrrhic victory. You can't kill me if I do it myself. Maybe the horse is Rory. You don't know.
Romans versus Daleks. I do know who I bet for. Not gonna lie.
Well, it's not the Chibnall area yet, so we'll go for the Daleks. No. Rory's dead too, but that's not going to stop him from showing up. Yes. It's not Rory. River is pretty good in this episode, I will say. I'm usually not a huge... I haven't been as big a fan of River as time goes on. But she's very good here.
Yeah.
Also, River definitely would accessorize her gun to match her outfit. It's a good outfit.
Face is too dark. Roman Rory.
He kind of sounds like Rory. You can hear it.
No one's framed like that unless they're important.
You can kind of see
That's
him.
I could on that shot, definitely.
This is like... This feels like Russell T Davies' huge throwing loads of stuff at the finale, but like more better. I don't know. I'm still trying to work through it. There's a lot going on. This is arguably the point, especially for the more casual fan, that things get a little bit complicated. In about 28 minutes, we hit that point.
How did Rory become a Roman soldier?
Well, I could just like describe the episodes if you want. We don't have to watch them. It'd free up my Sunday. This episode is quieter than most. As a hot Italian. Could you imagine if they recast Rory is a sexy, chiseled Italian man? Sun-kissed, never wears a shirt. Just that'd be brilliant. Or like they cast someone who always looked like that, but they like put him in baggy, chubbier clothes or something. Just I don't know. Those are the bad thoughts.
Ouch.
Dang. This is an interesting part of the arc that I don't know. I like it. I maybe wish it was like a little more in the season, more subtle though. The fact that Amy's life doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you cut this part from the episode, you'd never notice that little plot line. Ten out of 10. Yeah, I will say these plot heavy Moffat two-parters are really hard to talk about without going forward in time. It's also a very action heavy finale for Moffat, who I think tends to do a lot more dialogue character focused stuff, especially as his era goes on. I wonder if he was trying to emulate the Davies finales at all, or if this is just what he wanted to do. I wish
That's
my
freaky.
spinal column could do that. Poor handles. He's supposed to be good. Ooh, that's well done. I like that.
Yeah.
It's Rory. All the Cybermen are Rory.
Robot Rory, Roman Rory. Starts with an R. They've got one.
What? I don't know if Rory's head, Amy's head, is gonna fit in that.
It's kind of cute.
If you in like the baby spider from Toy Story kind of way, sure. Man, the Cybermen should do that more often. Wait, it can work? I'll accept that. It can work without a head. I love seeing disabled actors getting work. It really is nice. No, nothing. Sorry.
I chuckled.
That Cyberman's a real beat up.
Yeah.
When we learn why the Cyberman is in the state, I just want to put a pin on how like beat up and damaged the Cyberman is. Who now I'm not as big a fan of operating without a head.
What is this creepy room she's fallen into?
I would not press my head against a door that opened that far. Man,
Whoa.
that mystery Roman soldier
Rory is cool.
almost just put a sword straight through Amy's head. There's an alternate universe where Rory's left-handed and Amy is now dead.
Oh, snap. This guy looks like he could be the new Rory.
He could. He's actually the original's cousin. See, he's just got a bit of a beard. That's what makes him a cousin.
Did he say hello, Amy, or hello?
I think he said hello, Amy. Who knows?
Oh, this is just Rory.
Yeah, I'm just realizing it now. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of,
Well, I don't know if there's anything going on.
what's going on.
Did the time thing just spit him out somewhere else? That's my guess. That sounds accurate.
He's not, you know. Wow. You know, Alex and I, my wife, watched an episode yesterday where the doctor unloaded several rounds into a Dalek mutant with like a modern day handgun. Alex loved it. You just gave Rory a bloody nose. It is nice to have Rory back. As I said, I've really been enjoying him this season.
Yeah, me too.
It's great. He shouldn't be surprised. I mean, Rory has, yes, died 3 times, but he's come back twice before.
That's true.
Actually, I could see the reveal that Rory's the Master, because the Master just loves dying and coming back. Sounds like the Master. Happened to me once. I even had like nipples on my breastplate too. Awkward. I think this is the most action-packed setup episode we've ever had.
Yeah. What's in the box? Empty box.
What's in the box? Empty, but why would it be empty?
I don't know. TARDIS, bigger on the inside.
It's not.
Another message from River. That's always what they seem to be.
Just River in the box. River would customize her horse to match her outfit.
That looks like not good. I would be a little worried if I was there.
You should advise the doctor.
Yeah.
He might not realize that the
recommend it.
situation is suboptimal. Pandorica's got cool design. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might just let the scene play here. The magic
If I was a
gathering part.
Roman guy here, holy.
I recognize
look at that.
most of those ships.
Mhm.
I'd go to this nightclub. It becomes a Moffat trope, you know, of the Doctor talking himself out of every episode. He's done it before, the library two-parter and stuff, but here, it's still not... I don't think it's become overdone, and it's just so good. Any Doctor, if they had this in their first episode, they just be like, you know, top Doctor for a lot of people instantly. It's like the 11th Doctor moment. It's what they put on the Magic the Gathering card for the 11th Doctor. It's his little speech at Stonehenge. Anyway, River's gone to do something else.
Yeah, she's just still in the TARDIS. She'll be back.
I think
Time
she
machine.
gives a reason why she's in the TARDIS eventually, but I do not remember.
Well, didn't the Doctor say to bring the TARDIS?
Maybe he did.
He did.
All right. Maybe you should have done that earlier. What do you think he was looking for?
I don't know. I would have warned Rory a little more.
Yeah. He wasn't even busy. You almost killed me. Then again, I was the one who said she shouldn't put her head against the door. I've changed my mind. My men will not look after you. They will all be beheaded if they look at you. We've got some weird TARDIS sounds. And the title sequence just sped
Long
up.
time for the intro to get here.
That's the UK version when you don't slow it down. In fact, whoa, that was slowed down by 4%. Remember when he pulled? Yeah, I was about to say that bit where the light touched him. You know.
He did do this.
Fun bit, by the way. Originally, when we saw this thing about the date showing up, they didn't show or say the year because at the time they didn't know when it would air or like the date. I think. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You could have saved me.
It was for a little bit.
It was actually, yeah, Upper Ledworth. River?
Okay, Doctor.
Dang,
Ouch!
I
Come
forgot about
on.
this.
Okay, that's not. I don't think that's how that. I don't think that's how this works.
The power of love.
No, of course. Whew, that's not. That's not what we're gonna do, is it?
You don't like the writing?
That's not.
Eventually, by Roy's like 20 death, they just start killing him, and then he's just back the next episode. No one addresses it. That was almost a big concussion.
I don't believe him. They're gonna come back around to it. They're gonna make it make sense.
He's the master the whole time. Oh, she shut. Why was it open? That's not what they sound like. I know there's a lot of work that goes into the arc, and a lot of it's good. But all creatives do this and learn the hard way. But if you're gonna rely on something you do in the future, you really want to really want to figure out what the silents are before you put a voice in the show. You know?
Yeah.
Is the front door broken in? Oh, I see. That's not a broken in. That's like a detached. That's environmental storytelling right there, you know? It's all a set piece. I read a take recently, actually, that when Amy would play doctor as a kid, it was always going after Prisoner Zero and stuff, which makes sense because that's what kid Amy saw with the doctor. But it means for 12 years in child Amy's mind, the doctor's nemesis was Prisoner Zero. It's that's the big foe. And I just found that really funny. He got off, by the way. He didn't even get charged. There's some promotional art or whatever on a newspaper that's like Prisoner Zero walks free. Why is Amy's theme a horror movie? That is terrible Photoshop. Oh, that's why. I was wondering why you couldn't just get any old guy. That's what I missed that line when the doctor said it. But your favorite book was Pandora's Box. That was a bit weird.
What does this mean?
I mean, I was into mythology, but really, that one. Those kids back in Amy's day needed Percy Jackson desperately. beheaded. Yeah, that was flirting. That was definitely flirting. I remember a few years ago when I realized that, like, you know, John, Luke, stuff like that, like the 12 apostles, Romans aren't named that. That's not their real names. Yeah. Oh, dang it. I was just about to make a joke about her being sad.
Why
is
do her
it
fingerless gloves have
scary?
one finger?
Yeah, they're horrible. It's not like she's going to use a touchscreen. Why is Stonehenge in the book? It's a good book, though. I feel like I owned books that look like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting.
That's why structures have ghosts.
That's the thing in Doctor Who a lot. The very much the things I know about, like, oh god, the, like, ghosts and psychic imprints and all that. This bit does bother me, though. Like,
Oof.
why is there a picture of Rory if he didn't exist, though? That's not much of an
What?
erasing from history.
That's a good question.
I do like the creepy music now, though. This is where I wish they transitioned more from, like, normal music into this creepy music. You know,
That's a horrible noise.
I'm starting to wonder if it would have been a feasible plan just to, like, send a silence to the doctor and, like, shoot him. This is why you shouldn't be on your phone and drive, people. You might destroy the bloody universe, and then where will we be? You're
The
gonna get a
doctor should have
ticket
missed
for
the
that.
headset.
Well, he has one, but it turns you into a human.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He had a great costume as well in that photo. Can we acknowledge that? Like, he was wearing the costume these actual Romans are wearing. That's great.
He's a collector.
Maybe I should have spent that much money on my Starfleet uniform for my wedding. I got a Roman helmet.
Oh,
You know how
that's
much
not
that
good.
thing costs? A lot. I really am liking this creepy lead into the episode. The YouTube monkey. Something's gone wrong.
Is she gonna run out of the box?
Oh,
Ooh,
do you know what they
done.
are? You might not.
Well, the Autons had hands
Yeah,
like
yeah, they're
that.
Autons. They're Autons. I think you've actually
Oh,
seen
okay.
the classic one of them anyway.
Yeah, I have.
The one where the chair eats a guy. Oh wait, I forgot how this one ends. I've just remembered.
Whoa, how'd she do that?
Hang on, I'm writing something
Whoa.
else down on my electricity bill. Well, she's a time traveler. Remember, it works a bit different.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose that's true. Yeah.
I don't know why you're upset about that because she's half remembered him this entire time.
I guess.
Also, it wasn't just a miracle. See, we did come back to it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, wasn't just a mirror. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm back.
Yeah. I know, I probably might have been a bit upset for like 10 minutes of an episode. Could you imagine if like Russell T Davies 2 pulled that? I would not be surprised actually, but I wouldn't be happy.
Scammed. Dalek.
Oh my
This
gosh.
guy.
The color
Oh.
ones. They're not that bad from the front. I'm just letting it play. I know, I'm sorry.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, we got everyone.
Oh yeah, they all got ready to
Imagine being the
okay, yeah.
Sontarans and being second fiddle to the Jadoon. It was empty! I mean, the most feared thing in the universe, that fairy tale, that's just the Doctor from the villain's perspectives. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would be great to have been surprised by it, kind of like
Oh.
that.
Oh.
One little tally for Amy dies. Celine. That thing from Love and Monsters. All the greats. Remember that thing from Love and Monsters?
Oh,
Good
vaguely.
times. Look, they didn't have a lot of costumes in the wardrobe. That Dalek is on fire.
I cannot help but applaud all of these villains for setting their differences aside.
Well, the universe was ending. Like, half of them always betray the guy they team up with, but
I'm proud of them,
They're gonna go to civil war over who keeps the box.
Yeah, then they'll fight.
Yeah.
I mean, look at them. It's almost heartwarming.
It really is the Doctor bringing everyone together like this.
Oh, he agrees.
Yeah.
You could say there's a war on reality.
If I'd be the Doctor, you know what I'd do? I'd be like, well, where were you lot when the Daleks were gonna blow up the multiverse, huh? Where were you?
Half these guys want to destroy the universe.
No, they want to conquer the universe. There's a difference.
Suppose.
Like, I'd rather the Daleks conquer the universe than, like, it just blows up. Past, present, and future. And, like, anyone in the JNT era. It's true. I respect, right? You only have so many costumes, so you gotta get the guy from Love and Monsters, right? But why you put him in the front? You know? Why'd you put him
look
in
at
the
it.
front? Did you just like the design? That's not good. It is a great cliffhanger, I'll say. Amy's dead. River's dead. The TARDIS is dead. Rory's actually
Rory's dead,
doing
but
good.
not.
Everyone else is dead. Beautiful. I do.
I'd say that was a pretty good episode.
When you figure out that anytime there's like a mystery, when it's obviously the Doctor, it is a little bit of a march towards the inevitable reveal. But what was this one called? Pandorica. I don't like that Rory. By the way, we're gonna be here for a little bit, so like you can go in like a bathroom break or something. Whatever. I don't like that. Like, why is there a picture of Rory if he never existed? You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
That one bugs me a bit. But
She's a time traveler.
She is a time traveler.
Yeah, she took it with her time travel camera.
If a picture of Rory exists, there are other things that should probably exist that don't seem to. I'll put it that way.
The ring exists.
Well, yes, but the ring didn't fall through the crack. You know? Like, the effects of the person having lived don't seem to go away. Like, we got that from the Weeping Angel episode, right? Where the soldiers were disappearing. But I don't know. If we were going to have the picture thing, I feel like you should have had maybe one of the soldiers. I guess they couldn't be gay because there's a gay joke in Church Hate Gays joke in there. But, like, I would have had something like that where maybe someone had a locket of one of the other soldiers that was still there. And they're just like, who the hell is this? I don't know this person, and there'd be like I'd put something in there like that, or maybe Amy has like there's a picture of the Doctor, Amy, and Rory in the TARDIS that's still there. I would have put something there because like Rory's a time traveler, but I don't know, that one does bother me a bit. But the rest is really good. Now, are you ready for me to kind of tear down your walls a little bit? Right.
No.
Remember that Cyberman we put in like the pin on for being like really damaged? Like I believe they would mutilate that Cyberman, but dang, that guy did that to himself, you know. But more, remember that big Doctor-defining Stonehenge speech where he scared all the enemies away? They kind of wanted the Doctor to be there and kind of didn't actually want to attack. Did they?
They weren't scared.
That's a bit upsetting. It is a great composed scene. Don't get me wrong. I really love that scene. It is just a shame that it gets a bit recontextualized down the line. Yeah. But I thought I'd bring that up. I might give it a 4 though, still. Like despite the other flaws.
I do think it was great. I did enjoy it.
What do we think?
It was dense.
What do we think TARDIS Guide is going to say it is?
Oh, good. Somewhere in the 4s.
I could see him going above it. It's above average, that's for sure. I'm just going to put the 4. 4.17, yeah, just a little bit above.
It makes sense to me now how Rory ends up somehow guarding the box for like 2,000 years.
Well, you thought
because he's not Rory. He's a robot. He doesn't
Doctor's
need
in the
food.
box. And you can eat
Plus,
Amy.
Doctor at this moment, yeah.
Yeah, you can eat Amy.
Somehow Amy gets in there. I guess because she's bleeding to death.
Oh, I think Amy's
and there's
in
like,
the box.
Why do I think Amy's in the box?
Yeah.
Because Rory guards the box.
Yeah.
And I remember the Doctor's like, Rory, if you decide, this is my impression. Rory,
right? He's Batman.
If you decide to guard this box, you're going to be alone for 2,000 years.
And
he's like, I love her. Yeah, and then at some point he like I was missing or something.
People thought that Rory loved Amy, but Amy loved the Doctor, sorry, but actually it was Rory the whole time.
Yeah.
All right, VLC, thank you. It wasn't listening. I'm gonna get the thumbnail crossed over. Caden, you can take your little breaks. You got any water bottles or bathrooms or anything that need to happen?
Yeah, I'll go use the bathroom.
Yeah, and then I will entertain them for 3. Actually, I do need to get a oh shoot, I do need to get something up for Caden to entertain you guys with. I need to look.
Okay, be right back.
Oh, okay. I thought he left already. I need to go look at the Virgin New Adventures. Oh, that is a cover. I need to find a cover for Caden to review. That'll be fun. Because there's a lot of weird covers. I like them. I don't know. I bet I can do better than Times Crucible. I've been doing it. I'm still reading them. I just finished Strange England, which started really good and then got worse. I did Goth Opera. That one was good. I liked Goth Opera. So yeah, I've got to the point where I'm starting to read the past Doctor adventures with Doctors other than the 7th. But I'm liking it. I'm on a bit of a Nissa fix. I'm trying to do all the Nissa stories because there's not actually all that many of them. And I think that'll be fun. Oh, Cat Invasion of the Cat People. That's a good cover. All right, which one do I want to give Caden? Warlock is another cover I might give Caden, because that's a weird one. Yeah, I don't know if you don't know anything that's going on. Oh, I need him to have a cover. There's only so many weird, out of context Virgin New Adventures books. There's the Russell T Davies one. If you didn't know that, Russell T Davies wrote a 7th Doctor book called Damaged Goods. I have no idea if it's good or not. I think it's at least not bad, but it's written by Russell T Davies. It's a 90s book.
I'm here.
So, oh, hi, welcome back. All right, Caden, you can either tell everyone about the book, Cat's Cradle. Open in new tab. There we go. The book Warlock. You might have done Cat's Cradle. I don't remember.
Didn't I do
yet.
Cat's Cradle? Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure. You can tell them about Invasion of the Cat People. That's a cover. I know. We'll get the cover on, or just for funsies, because maybe you'll have inspiration. I've bought Lung Barrel up. Just let me make sure. Okay, that is the right monitor. There you go. Which one are you gonna do for them?
Wow. Yeah, Warlock. I just read Warlock recently.
You did? That's beautiful. There's like a cool bunny down there. Let me tell you. I'll tell them all about Warlock as I go do.
Well, Warlock. This was early in the Doctor's career, where instead of, defeating his enemies, he thought he could reason with them, and he could, preemptively solve problems rather than reactionarily solve problems, which is, of course, very naive of the Doctor. And so in Warlock, he came up with this new tool to add to his arsenal of tools back when he used to have a bunch of them. And he was coming up with this sonic lock to add, to his sonic screwdriver, add to his arsenal, his sonic hammer, his sonic refrigerator. And he came up with this sonic lock. And what the lock was supposed to do was whenever, he went around the universe and he was going to all these bad people, the people that normally start wars. And the sonic warlock, when you lock someone, a species, they are unable to involve themselves in war. They're locked with the sonic warlock. And so he keeps going around and doing that until eventually, he's so caught up on trying to save mankind and protect mankind. He needs to go to the Daleks and he needs to go to the Cyber, and he's doing all these things. But he's away from Earth for so long. And so nobody's been attacking Earth because he's putting this warlock on everybody, but he neglects the humans, the war species. We love to go to war. And so, of course, that's what's happening in the cover, is when he gets back to Earth, we've been going to war with each other, and we've been launching nukes at each other, just killing ourselves. And so what the Doctor needs to do in the Book of Warlock is he's ran out of all of his warlocks, his sonic warlocks, so he has to just solve the human war on Earth because of his, he overlooked that.
That sounds like the 7th Doctor.
Yeah.
You know, that bit I heard. By the way, people, this is what the books eventually make Ace look like, although I don't think her body armor actually has that much cleavage. That cleavage is really low if that gun wasn't there. And I haven't got to the part where her hair looks like that, though. I don't know why she does that, but it looks like she's ready to clean. I really need to listen to these things that you do at some point.
I just describe what the book is, really. If you know the book, you know exactly what I'm
Well,
saying.
I actually haven't gotten that far yet. I'm amazed that you've gotten farther than me. And
I bounce around.
Adventures. Oh, yeah, I see. Well, I don't know if you should do that.
No, it's enjoyable.
Adventures. Subtitles, audio. That says episode 13. I need my little arm back. There you go. And don't look. There you go. Yeah, that's working. Oh, it gets out of the box. Spoilers. Spoilers. All right. As we did last time, I hope you're all back. Those who aren't, hopefully didn't die between leaving and coming back. That would be really unfortunate. But we're going to do the same thing we did last time. We currently got a Rory death of 3 and an Amy death of 1.
Is this even Rory? That's the question. Ship of Rory.
The Ship of Rory? It's not really rebuilding Rory as much as just buying a new goldfish, you know? The goldfish of Theseus. Oh, God, I've just remembered I've got to talk about the thing. At the end of this episode... Grumble. All right, well, I had grocery shopping to do, but who cares? Yeah, we're going to do another countdown. It's going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. On go, everyone's going to hit play. You know, I just realized I could speed up the episode in VLC Media. So
That's
feasibly,
true.
We could do like a UK special. We could just play it 4% faster. Yeah, all right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You know, I could run ads when we do this, those intermissions, but like, I got a raise. I don't need ads. Donations accepted in the chat.
I feel like there was so much in the last episode. I always think after the first part in a 2-parter, it's like they've only got 15 more minutes of story to go through. But there's 50 here.
I mean, the universe ended. That's a pretty big one, you know? This isn't Flux. We are going to address the fact that the universe ended.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. And we're going to do it in this Doctor, too, if you can believe
I'm getting a lot of connections between, like, the most recent 2 seasons.
Are you? Just because the universe ends?
The universe is ending, well, the reality war, I don't know.
I think that's the only thing that's common between
There's
them.
the Doctor.
Well, but the universe ends, you know?
And the Doctor's fighting someone. That also happens.
I'll give you that.
You know, I could go on.
Actually, I'm not sure the Doctor is fighting someone in this episode.
Well, if someone doesn't like him.
Well, yeah, but that's different, you know? I don't like Donald Trump, but I'm not, like, in a hand-to-hands with him right now, you know?
It's 50 minutes.
That's a long time.
Of the inside of the,
it is 50
inside of the box. He's crying.
Yeah. Just 52 minutes of Matt Smith sobbing. And then in Christmas Carol, we never address it. It's just it's an hour of Matt Smith singing a Christmas Carol while sobbing. The rest of the 11th Doctor is just Matt Smith sobbing in a box.
1,000 years later. Isn't the universe over?
Did I open the wrong one? I did. I opened the wrong one. I'm sorry. Let's just watch the 11th hour.
Aunt Sharon needs to be a little more worried about the safety of this house.
That's just a crack in the wall. It's not the foundations.
Big crack.
I've got sections of my wall missing, and, like, I'm fine. Mom's house doesn't even have a house, far last time I heard.
Might at this point. I don't
Our
know.
mom's fine, by the way. They tore it down. It was voluntary. Is that a miniature? No, go back. Go back.
Oh, I think that just shit.
It's intact though. That's a plus. Wait, how's there a prisoner 0? There can't be voices in that crack. Wait, is this a nighttime therapy session? I didn't even clock that there weren't stars. That big moon, that's bright. You're not gonna see the stars. You're gonna see the apocalypse with that moon.
Okay, let's imagine for a moment we live in a
Yeah.
world where there's no stars.
Okay,
Why do we care
they'll get
that this
into
child
it.
is drawing
No,
stars?
no, they'll get into it. It's like, how would you feel if your kid believed in the lizard people? You know,
I'd be like, wow, you're so imaginative, honey.
but like the ones that rule the world, you know, and like, you know, the lizard men conspiracy.
I feel like a lizard, maybe flat Earth is more comparable.
Well, like, you can't point to flat Earth as easily, but it's the same thing, you know. Flat Earth isn't so much an object as it is like a worldview. But you get my point. They mention like star cults at some point, you know. It's a
Okay, that makes sense.
I don't think they're evil. They just believe in stars. They're like the lizard people, you know. You didn't react to the person who dropped off the letter either.
I was little Fez guy,
Little Fez boy.
little PhD.
There are Daleks on the Natural History Museum banner. That makes sense.
Oh, this is like their universe.
If my
No
kid
doctor.
ran through the dinosaur exhibit, I'd cry.
Oh, this is the
I'd sit
museum
in
I
my
was
box
thinking
and
about.
cry.
Okay, wait a minute.
I would
do remember.
love a stone Dalek in my garden. I might
That would be sick.
actually make one. I got a raise. I can make a Dalek mold, pour concrete in it.
So he's in the box, but he's also not in the box. He got out of the box, used his time machine. What a clever man.
All right, kid, this is where things start to get complicated. You know what? All these adults watched some Fez man steal that girl's soda. That mask, not a good use of space, I have to admit. Why is the Pandorica in the Egypt room? It's not Stonehenge, Egypt.
It got moved.
Why are the polar bears in the weird Dalek Pandorica room? I have quibbles with this museum. There's a little toy dinosaur down there. That's not even an exhibit. I do love the stone Daleks, though. Like you could see one of those in my garden, right?
Absolutely.
I would own 4. And
Might as well put a weeping angel in there,
every
too.
now and then, like before people came over, I'd move one. just
yeah, you
a bit.
need an angel, a Dalek, tiny
And
stone
I do
TARDIS.
it for like 15 years till someone notices that one of them just gets moved between visits. My wife would be very unhappy when I drop $1,000 on stone Daleks.
Oh, she broke it. What? That was easy.
Well, I'm sure we'll get an explanation. Hey, look, we made 7.5 minutes again.
Oh, they put Amy in the box.
Yeah, no, I wasn't
This is
lying.
against the rules.
This is where the Moffat era does get complicated. You talked over my reference as well. Shame on you. I don't even know what I'd think. I mean, I did at some point watch these episodes for the first time, but I was like, actually, I wouldn't have been 7. These episodes didn't exist when I was 7.
I'm basically
Really?
watching this for the
I was
first
like
time.
more than 10? Huh. I don't know. What is time? Thank you, actually, that is time.
Ooh, we're going
I'm
back.
about to figure out what time is, yeah. Wait, I can figure out what year it is now. Yeah, that's bad. 102
Doesn't look very ended to me.
Wait. It was 1906? 96? I probably missed a 9. Twice.
Universe does not look ended. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll get to that. All the other stars are gone.
How
Moffat
long do you
once
sit in here?
wrote "I'll explain later" is a running joke in his 90s charity episode of Doctor Who. Oh, good. I did put a 1 down for her death. Poor Rory. He just wants a simple life, man. I do love the time travel stories, though. We did establish that it was really easy to get in.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
I mean, you can argue that it is a cop-out to bootstrap paradox your way out of it. And I can't really defend that. It is.
I mean, yeah, it depends on if it ends up being good. I feel like then it's like, yeah, worth it.
The 7th Doctor gets kind of fun with his bootstrap paradoxes in the book sometimes. Like, there's a scene where they're hanging out in, like, an old abandoned house or whatever, and the Doctor's staring at a pantry, and he's like, the Doctor closes his eyes, and he says, I will go back in time and stock this pantry with 3 cakes, like 4 soups, and a full meal. And then he opens it, and it's just empty. He goes, damn. I wish I could just make bootstrap paradoxes. I would have them in my garden.
But okay, yeah, I was about to ask.
There you go. All right, what does
Mm.
Critic Caden think? You sounds like you're not fulfilled. You're almost 6 seasons in. You're not the filthy, disgusting casual you once were.
I guess I mean it doesn't make sense that wouldn't happen instantaneously, but I could look past it if they really blow me away.
If Rory is an Auton, how come he gets to live?
Yeah, that's true.
Power of love.
Miracles of love or something.
My best defense for this stuff is that there's like so much going on you don't really notice, which isn't really a defense.
Okay, Doctor, you could be like a little kinder.
Literally. Poor Rory, he's just always so bemused. He's got his own Big Finish series. He does, about guarding the box.
Oh no, I'm laughing at that. I'm just laughing at that transition.
Oh, did we have a side swipe I didn't address?
It was like from the middle, yeah. Just pulled right open.
I'm glad we got a line about that, because I kind of gathered that, but
Mm. Rory, you need to guard this
I mean,
box for 2,000 years.
often that's all I need is like a little line, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's why.
Yeah.
You know, I've never thought about that. How easy is it to open the Pandorica? Like, could humanity feasibly have done it by the 90s? Hmm. Yeah. This is the Egypt room.
I feel like this is like against the rules.
What, the Egypt room?
You're like not allowed to meet yourself or something.
Well, wait, maybe Rory put the Pandorica in Egypt. Wait, back to Rome, under guard, raided by the Franks. So it's not Egyptian, and they know it.
I was even right about the time.
That's not that impressive.
No, I'm impressed.
I do like how even though the like whole universe has ended around us, the very least the Silurians and the Martians still exist. There's 3 alien species. Did you? Honestly, I think I could.
I don't think
mean,
so.
I don't know how the pandemic, like, you know, the number is not 0, but it's the kind of number you're talking about where it's just not going to happen, you know? Like, I probably could look at him and be like, yeah.
You could take a few hours,
But, like, no,
use the time thing to check every day.
Maybe humanity actually could open the thing in, like, 1,500 years, you know? Enjoy Big Finish. It's a weird range. Yeah, it's not gonna last long. Well, about 18 AD, we missed Jesus. That's a shame, you know? Could have been interesting. Wait, is that Nicholas Briggs? I'm pretty sure that's the voice of the Daleks.
Oh.
It might not
Oh,
be,
Rory
though.
dead again.
I don't know if I'm gonna mark that one down.
With a rope! What did I say?
Do you think it would have damaged the Centurion, though? Or the box?
No.
Yeah. That's my take. It's a great story. I do love Rory. He's really going up in the companion rankings.
He's just a thing of
Aw.
stone.
That would happen to my Daleks one day, you know? Oh, wait, that's where he hits the fez.
Why do you grab it?
Putting the appropriation in cultural appropriation. I'm sorry. It just popped into my head. Oh, he's got dirt on his eye.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Right in the eye.
Roman Rory, you got a job.
Wow. Oh, shooting Amy. Yeah, I'm like... Child Amy is like, wait a minute, I know a Rory. Wait, this is definitely a bootstrap. She wouldn't be thirsty if someone didn't steal her drink. There you go, Caden.
There was a shot of that, wasn't there?
Why is the polar bear... I don't know. Why are the Daleks with the animals? I love how he looks like he's gonna attack someone. I remember this bit.
Oh, this is familiar.
It's raining this time, though. Make sure you give the correct screwdriver. Hang on, wait. So the first... No, hang on. Afterwards, I might have to sit down and draw out the path of the screwdriver. Because the doctor had a screwdriver, and then he gave it to Rory. But Rory still has the screwdriver. Are there 2 screwdrivers? Doctor, are there 2 screwdrivers? Can you tell me? I think there might be. I usually am pretty good with this stuff.
I still feel like this isn't allowed.
I feel like I'm watching Prodigy again. Just having to work out all the time travel. I like it, though, that we're doing all this bootstrap stuff, and then we get this scene. Well, I'm all for a good bootstrap time travel story. Caden, if you have a problem with the time travel stories, we may start to have issues.
No, I just thought if you interact with who you are, it like you get those flying vampire people.
Oh god, don't bring up the vampire people. You can bring up very inconsistently. You're not allowed to like touch your past self. Okay, but right. No, I'll go down this route. So, a lot of people say, why do the little vampire people from Father's Day not show up in any other paradox? Right? It's addressed in that episode that the Time Lords would have dealt with it. But when they existed. So Classic Who is off the table, right? I don't think there's another time where they should show up. Because the other paradoxes, like this, are just on such a different scale and so different. Like, the universe is ended, you know? I think that's enough reason for the little paradox people not to come, right?
I get behind that.
And it's not just like a bootstrap paradox. It's that time is broken is when they showed up on Father's Day. Later on, we get it, I think it's Wedding of River Song, where like all of time is happening at once. And you know what? I think that's just different. Hot take.
Yeah, I get behind that.
The little paradox vampires are not a plot hole. That's what I'd do if I ever wrote a Doctor Who story. I'd somehow explain that. Have they novelized Father's Day yet? Let me have a go. Why? I like that Amy thinks that the TARDIS just chose it. I keep forgetting about a lot of these reveals. I like it. It's terrifying, for one. Could you imagine if the sun looked like that? No, what, Rory? You remember the original timeline? That is not the sun. That is an existential crisis, you know? Could you imagine just meeting aliens that live that close to their sun and like, yeah, that's just the sun, mate. What? I don't know what you're going on about. It's way too close, but it's not a sun, so you know. Who would you rather be, Rory or River for 2,000 years?
Oh, River doesn't know 2,000 years is going by, so
Maybe.
I'm gonna pick that one.
River's just going through her own heaven sent right now. It's all right. What is the concrete though? Is that the TARDIS?
Yeah, where
I guess.
is she?
I guess the TARDIS has put the wall up.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, how'd
someone
you get
took
there?
the TARDIS shields down. Which, you know what? I'll accept because the TARDIS has exploded. Let's see. What do I call Rory? I'm not supposed to know who he is yet. She kind of acted it as well. Like, pretending not to know Rory. I liked it.
That was short lived.
Matt Smith like had a desire for weird hats like Troughton. And that's why they put that stuff in the script, is he would wear his weird hats. So one thing he never got out of his doctor outfit that he wanted, well, is like a permanent fixture. I love using a ladder like that, though. You do that. Don't store the Egyptian sarcophagus is there. I mean, it is a light. It just is. I'm pretty sure this is actually true, and it's a scientific principle I've never quite understood. It might be a misinterpretation of an actual scientific principle. That would check out, but... You still there? Are you trying to follow along?
Yeah, I'm hearing words.
So, they got the atoms in the Pandorica, because it was unaffected by the universe blowing up, that weren't affected by the universe being destroyed. So, scientifically, because like quantum mechanics or whatever, you can work backwards to get the history of the universe back. I like how the hardest part of that to describe was the part that I think is actually true.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually. You remember Rory's handgun?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Well, just like moving forward.
Ah,
Time for Peter Capaldi, though. That's nice. Yeah, River Song might be the most scariest thing in the universe. She's not gonna
It's
torture
already
it.
stoned.
She must be in a hurry. She's right, but this is also why I don't really see the the whole romance thing.
Like Charlotte could just turn his head around, so she can't shoot the
I
eye.
mean, yeah, but that's like saying you could dodge. You know, they're not gonna work forever. Oh god, this line. That line is fine, but it is dropped a nuclear bomb on fandom discussions. It's so many people use it to hand wave away anything. Oh wow, we're almost near the end of this thing. What was I saying about River though? Oh yeah, eventually they're gonna like pitch it is like River's the psychopath, literally sent to kill the doctor. How could the doctor not fall in love with that? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I kind of feel like you could just not. No, the polar
No polar
bears.
bear.
Well, wait, I just realized the doctor survived being exterminated. Well, actually, maybe he didn't. Don't worry, we'll talk about Big Bang 2 at the end.
They're gonna have to use a big rope to throw it up there.
What?
You're gonna need a big rope to throw it up there.
I like how you think you could throw something with a rope.
If you like,
I've
like you
never
twirl it
thought
above your
about
head
that
and
though. No, that you can just fly the Pandorica. Oh no, he's wired it up to the vortex manipulator. That's right. That's what they were literally just saying. Maybe that's how Rory got it out of out of the Stonehenge. Wow. Oh, here we go. We can finally talk about this bit. I'll still be around though, don't worry. Let's talk about one piece of this right now, okay? If the Doctor was never born, Time War? Question mark? If the Doctor was never born, what happens to Gallifrey?
oh, bad things.
Why?
Well, they were in a war.
Why? It was the Doctor who, like,
He
go in
started
and
the war?
poke the Daleks. Well, he's the one who made the Daleks aware of them and made the Daleks hate the Time War. Even if he
Oh,
didn't
okay, then
start
great
it,
things.
he's the one who ended the Time War and destroyed Gallifrey. There are various interpretations along the EU, but the one that a lot of people go with, including Russell D Davies in his head, is that it is the Doctor who starts the Time War through his interactions with the Daleks. A lot of people tried invading Earth regardless of the Doctor existing. Remember Turn Left? Uh-oh. Sorry, I'm talking over the plot. It is nice as like very subtle setup that Amy lives with her aunt and not her parents.
Mm-hmm.
I would like a little bit more in there, you know? Think Aunt Sharon believes she lives with some kind of demon child. I never had a sister. There's another reason. I guess that could be why Rory's photo survived. Amy never touching her childhood bedroom. I've never really thought about that. I like that line. I have no idea what that gotcha's about either. No one really does. I think the consensus is that he made Amy cry, which is a bit weird. But that one's just a weird. Oh, that one's gonna cost. Caden, plus your bets.
Texting and driving.
That's like a guy, isn't it, Geronimo? Isn't he a chieftain? I'm pretty sure. Did he like jump off a cliff or something? I wonder why we say Geronimo. I'd be real unfortunate if he jumped off a cliff, actually. I'm sorry to Geronimo. I like how they're doing the TARDIS explosion sun effect. This is a weird one. I feel like we've been unusually quiet for it, but there's so much happening to absorb, but also it is just a good one. That's convenient. Wait, he's currently wearing the Vortox manipulator. Pay attention to for that if he takes that one off. Wait, I just listened to an audio where they went to space, Florida. Not Amy, but 11 in Eleanor. That's a coincidence. Hey, who are you? What if instead of silences that Amy was seeing, she was just seeing doctors in the TARDIS? Wait, if the Doctor never existed, what exactly are we watching right now? I hate the
well, the
universe.
unraveling.
I really hate the universe reset. Do not drive through that. That one caused a lot of bad. He's still wearing... Oh, no, he took off his vortex manipulator. I guess he lost it conveniently. But remember that continuity error I pointed out ages ago? He was still wearing the jacket he lost? Remember this bit?
So long ago.
I know. I don't even remember how I teased it when we watched this. He did conveniently lose his vortex manipulator, though. I thought that was going to be a continuity error. Shoutouts to the people who had faith that like Stephen Moffat wouldn't continuity error that. That's a future Doctor, because some people did get it. Wait, he told that from his watch? You know what? I'll accept that.
Fancy. It's a nice watch.
It's a Rolex. Probably.
It's sonic. You hear it click.
Yeah, that's true. I would probably just sleep on the ground. Left
I would hate to
luggage
wake
out,
up as that child and be carried by a stranger.
Well, it's the Doctor. It's the night she waited. That's why she was outside.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
She does know him, I suppose.
It looks like a blanket my wife would make. Wonder what this would have been like if it was David Tennant who met Amy. I can't remember. You'll still go to therapy? Wait, I've never thought about that. Yeah. I've gone off against this part of the reset long enough. Wait, do we count Amy and Rory as dying when their timeline ceased existing to reset the universe?
That's kind of death.
I'm gonna put like little question marks there.
Half.
Yeah. No, you weren't. Would you hate to wake up now? Wait, you might need some cultural context as we head into this finale. We'll see. I needed cultural context. I think. I had half of it. You know, he's gonna stop his rewind because we can't afford David Tennant. I might have gone to like every companion to try and get them to remember me. I could see like once he gets back to Gallifrey, they might really know what to do. Romana could help. K9, he'd solve this.
Oh, K9.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'd solve it. Can't afford David Tennant. What was the thing that happened before? Oh yeah, he had to wipe Donna's memory, and then like shoot Rassilon. I might skip it. Yeah, he'd have to go through the time war. Actually, I could see him just starting to exist again in the time war. But then again, Diawana. Not that the time war exists, of course. So I said I'd stop going on that side of the universe reset. It might actually be scarier if the crack went away one night. Not that there ever was a crack.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, Amy remembers a crack. I don't know. I'd probably think I was dreaming. Hey, there were no stars because the moon was too bright. Sorry. I don't think there were stars.
There were stars.
No, all right. Is that the same bed? She's just on the other side?
I don't think so.
Well, she hasn't changed her room still. Not sleeping with Rory, though. She owns this house. Well, maybe she doesn't anymore. So Amy's worse off, because when she didn't have parents, she owned the house. Why would Amy only just be surprised now about the mom? I mean, she met the doctor when she was 7. Do you think she has this every day?
That's a good dad.
That's a good dad. I want to be that dad. But I love how we both have the same reaction. He just looks like a dad, you know? I don't know why. He looks like a good dad. Those cell phones are 15 years apart. That's a smartphone. That's a thick, modern smartphone. That's a flip phone. That must be the worst call. Can you imagine being on a call with someone actively brushing their teeth? Good lord. Do you think Rory has a house? Well, no, because they're not sleeping together. I want to know.
Augustus. I mean, look at this guy.
Am I gonna have to write a wedding speech one day? I hope I'll be like that father. My father didn't write a speech at my wedding. Or maybe he did. He didn't say one. Don't
Well,
question how
what's she
River's
doing?
here.
What's going on here?
I can kind of accept River just knowing what's going on because she definitely shouldn't exist. And look, universe reset, people. It should be the turn left universe. Gallifrey should be around. No. Oh.
Oh no. I love Roy.
Poor Rory. On Rory's table?
Oh. How can that exist?
Look, Caden, let's just pretend this universe reset didn't happen, because that's what the show says. Do you know the old writing thing?
Fake. It got reset.
That's true. It never happened. See, that's not a dad.
Ooh, bow ties. Who's wearing a fez?
No, I want to hear the dad's speech. I really do.
Tender.
She looks outside and there's an old police box. Well, says the fake dad. Look at that. That's not a real dad. That's a fake dad. I like his suit, though. Look at that. It's got whimsy.
Great.
Little swirls.
Oh, this hurts.
This is the end. This is their departure story. It doesn't work. It was real embarrassing when my wife did this at our wedding. You know, the doctor was already there and everything. I love the kids' table, though. That's the table to be at. Do you know the wedding saying? Something old. Those are like the gifts you're supposed to get someone in a wedding, apparently. And the TARDIS fits all those criteria. It's clever. It's just a shame that I was only aware of the saying and not the context. I was plastic, he was the stripper. Brilliant line. But how'd he get ready if he didn't exist? So did Venice end? Well, no, because the Time War never happened. Caden, stop thinking about it. Why'd you bring it up? It could be. I'm not. I didn't take my wife's name. Wait, no. We didn't. It didn't. It wasn't normal. Oh, see, I told you, Caden. You were right. We do get to see the dancing. Says Amy. What is she doing? It's more like she's pooped her pants than doing a dance move. Did we have dancing at my wedding? Should I remember? There was music, but you probably didn't hear it. Some people might have danced. I didn't. I like the lo-fi wedding music. It's a bit modern, but I guess I didn't have a wedding song. Does he go
River,
with
it makes sense. She never does.
Wait, you think we haven't got the explanations yet? Okay,
no,
we'll try
we
and
did,
work
but
this
I
out
just want
after.
more. I just want River to be like, actually.
Okay, right. So I'll say, right.
I pressed my big button.
The reason we did the universe reset is basically the Stonehenge speech. The Doctor was getting too big and well known, and like, you know, it was basically to avoid things like the Stonehenge speech, right? Now the Daleks don't know the Daleks, now the Cybermen doesn't know the Doctor, etc. But we're just gonna ignore that. And like Unit's still gonna have Doctor files, and he did everything he did in the 70s. And look, the universe didn't get reset. I'm sorry. It just didn't. No, it's gonna take actually like 6 or 7 episodes. He's right. I do love the big console room. It's almost got what Shooty Gadwaz is going for, but done well. You see what I'm getting at? It's got like that whimsy and all over the place, but it's good. And it's got scale. But you could decorate it. Look at that hat stand. I would actually say from this angle, it is a bit bare at the front. But the rest of it is so much to look at. I don't remember who's calling. Oh, it's the Mummy on the Orient Express, isn't it? That's not quite Mummy on the Orient Express. That actually becomes an episode, but you're gonna have to wait 3 seasons and 1 Doctor.
Yeah.
It's a good one, though, I remember. bum bum bum. Boo-ba-doo-boo. Bum bum bum. Wait a minute. No, you're not, because A Christmas Carol is their honeymoon. Ah, well. Dun, 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 dun. All right, we got a lot to unpack here, I guess. I think, you know what? I think I'll just spend the next, 10 seasons just pointing out when the universe reset doesn't make sense. But as far as I'm concerned, it never happened. Not even in a it's bad sense, but in the sense that, it just didn't happen. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, it got undone, didn't it?
Well, no, the universe reset happened. But, for one thing, all the time the Doctor saved the world, I guess it didn't matter. Sometimes people invaded Earth because of the Doctor, but oftentimes they didn't. But also that the point of the reset, which we're actually going to do twice in the Moffat era, was to make the Doctor more of an unknown nobody, which is actually, at this point, I think it's fine that people know him because it's not been overdone, but we will definitely have to do later. The problem is the show just doesn't do it. In fact, I'm actually... For my own sake, what is the next Dalek episode? I am just gonna check. Almost People, Night Terrors. You get one a year. Does season 6 not have a Dalek? You're supposed to get one a year. What's the Dalek? I don't know, but 7A. Huh. I don't know what season 6's Dalek is, because you don't get a Dalek episode. So actually I can't use them as an example. We might see the Cybermen not know the Doctor, but it just doesn't last long. But anyway, Caden, let's start with you, because you seem to have opinions. Yeah. I remember this episode, so...
Yeah.
Let's
I thought it was great.
I was gonna say, is it good? Because I also think it's probably good than a review would make it sound.
Yeah, I don't even think it... I'd say it was better than good. I'd say it was really good. It was a really good finale.
Another 4.
If you're just going on, what it felt like in the experience. And, the watching, the viewing, it's yeah, man, that was great. Thinking about it, a little confusing.
Is it confusing?
Don't start thinking about it.
And that you think it's got plot holes, or confusing in that you just don't understand it, though? Because I think it's an episode that you can understand.
Well, yeah, I think that's why the experience is nice, because it's oh yeah, they explain that. That makes sense.
It could be contrived in places, the bootstrap solutions are what gets them out of it. But I wouldn't say that it really... I mean, the whole University thing is a mess, but I wouldn't say that it has plot holes outside of that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people...
they explain things, and so it feels good. It's just sometimes the explanations, when you start to think about them, it's
I'd love examples, but I'd appreciate it if you... I'd accept if you can't really think of one. Because I've said before... Well, you rack your brain. I've said before that a lot of people will say about the entire River Song storyline we get over Matt Smith's era. They'll complain that basically they're too stupid to understand it. And I'm the problem isn't that you're too dumb. It's that there isn't a working solution. I could tell you the story, but it has plot holes and contrivances and contradictions. And what you're doing is you're seeing something that doesn't make sense and assuming there's a satisfactory answer that you're not seeing when there just isn't. I don't think that's the case here. Even vaguely just thinking ahead, I don't know that there's something you could point to and be why is River doing that in this episode? There's some things River shouldn't really exist if the Doctor doesn't, but also we time travelers are a bit weird, they're different, and the whole reset itself, as opposed to what does the Doctor not existing mean, is confusing. I guess, well, if you look at the other... I know I've given you some time to think, but if you look at the other people who have disappeared through the cracks, the effects of what they did still do exist. So maybe that's how it worked, and I'd be a lot happier with that interpretation. But But
I'll get behind that one.
you do you have
I
something
don't.
that
I
you
feel.
think like
Well, I don't
doesn't
know.
make
The ending
sense?
of bringing the Doctor back, like it seems like River not only the whole the existence thing, but like is at the wedding and gives Amy the book of the Doctor. Should the book even exist?
You
And
don't
Amy can
know it
just
yet, but the
remember,
Doctor
and then the
does
Doctor
give
gets
River
there.
the book. That's where she gets it from. That's
Yeah, but
next
then
season.
the universe resets. She forgets the
Well,
Doctor,
the
but
book
then she's
was
like,
empty. But if the book's empty, why is the picture there? Like, I accept that the reset is messy. I think the things out of the reset are solid time travel story.
I think I get behind. Yeah, I get behind that. It's mostly the ending where everything comes back to normal,
I mostly
quote unquote.
hate how everyone likes to pretend that the universe was actually reset, including the show, when it just wasn't. It was rebuilt, sure, but it wasn't set up in a continuity where the Doctor never existed. I'm sorry, it just wasn't, and no one's pretending that it is, except for some reason the dialogue. Unit knows who the Doctor is. Venice wasn't destroyed. Turn left never happened, etc., etc., etc. The Time War, like what's up with Gallifrey? If the Doctor destroyed Gallifrey, if the Doctor arguably caused the Time War, why is Gallifrey still gone? Is that a spoiler? Time War still happened. Gallifrey's still gone. Like status quo maintained. But I'd give it 4.
I definitely
I'd
think it
solid
was like
4.
it was highly enjoyable. It was a great.
Yes.
I don't remember the previous
I
finale.
think this is a Russell T Davies very busy packed finale, but good.
Yeah.
It's got Moffat time travel. It's very Moffat, but it almost feels like, you know what it is? Russell T Davies 2 is like on the Reality War and Empire Death is Davies trying to write a Moffat finale, but in failing. This is Moffat trying to write a Davies finale and succeeding.
Yeah.
That's what it is. 4 stars. And yeah, 4.11. Very similar to the last one, but just a tiny bit worse. We don't look at this a lot, but the ratings distribution, there's some 0.5 stars, which honestly, I think that's harsh, but like, I get it. I also am angry about the universe reset. Here we go, a 1-star review. One of the better New Who finales. That's not a good start. Though that's a bar so low you need a permit to dig under it. I think this person might hate Modern Who. Although I'll accept that the finales generally aren't stellar up to this point. There's just so much done well to really even give it like below average. At best, it's a really great ride that fumbles its ending.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, next week, nope, the week after next week, we've got A Christmas Carol, and that will be exciting. Widely regarded, spoilers, they're both wearing a fez, widely regarded as the best Christmas special of Doctor Who. 68 on trending. It's gone down 18 places since last week. But yeah, it is great. But here's my little tease. That's the tease, but I think that's enough. I think saying it's great, but is enough of a cheese for A Christmas Carol. It's definitely up there, though. But then again, why listen to me? I like Church on Ruby Road. And with that, I think it's probably time to say goodbye. It's like, gosh, almost 2:30, 2:20. No stream next week. And I will say thank you all very